That right there, no warning. So if you're new to riding, that's something to get used to. So we'll be talking about 3 things about riding that may surprise you. And one of them, as we just experienced, is getting used to that semi-truck wind hitting you. Riding close to the center line, because that's the safest place to ride. Those semis go by, especially the bigger trucks, you're gonna get blasted by wind. That's something you got to get used to. So it's not that you won't, you'll never get used to it. I'm talking those fears of a beginner rider I had, and now that I haven't ridden much in the last few years, it's kind of getting used to riding again. And getting used to that blast from those cars, and especially the semi-trucks. Now, I ride to the center line. That's the most visible spot you can be in to other traffic. But of course, you're going to get blasted by the wind more by those cars. So if you really want to, you can go over to the right of the lane to get less blast when those bigger trucks are coming by. I just say get used to it, get comfortable with it, just take some practice. So as frustrating as it can be with slow riders, I always try to keep 3 seconds, them 3 seconds ahead of me, and he's letting me go around. So my next fear is right here. See this person pulling out? This happened to me so many times. People taking a left or right, not looking where they're coming at, frustrated. They weren't super close, but pretty close. That was my number 2 fear. It's an ongoing fear. You'll be surprised how many times that's going to happen to you as a rider. Been riding 15 years, but like I said, I've had a few years where I've ridden very little because I had hip replacement. That's a constant concern. If I'm going through intersections, especially somebody turning left in front of you, or though it seems like it's always as well to when they're to my right, they always pull out in front of you, whether it's crossing the other lane. So just use caution. Usually I slow down on intersections. Just be aware of your surroundings. It's a huge fear, but rightfully so, because that's how a lot of wrecks happen. That was number 2. So my third thing that may surprise you, well, maybe part of it will. So new to riding, you think every little crack and bump, you ride over railroad tracks, it's gonna throw you way out of balance. It's not going to. No issues, no issues. Bikes are incredibly stable. I started with a Ninja 250, old school, no traction control, no, nothing special to that bike. That was the 90s model. And now I'm on a BMW F800R. Do you feel those bumps? Yeah, you feel them. This doesn't have electronic suspension, so it can be adjusted. You feel those bumps, but it's not going to knock you off your motorcycle. Motorcycles, and that is that one. Motorcycles are surprisingly stable. My Ninja 250, incredibly stable. Ninja 500 was great. But this Ninja, excuse me, the BMW F800R I'm now, it's incredibly stable and incredibly maneuverable. But when you're running over cracks and bumps, it's not going to make you wobble. In most circumstances, you can go over some rough terrain and be incredibly stable, but you're definitely going to feel it. Haven't ridden much in the last few years. I'm just trying to get comfortable again, maneuvering the bike at slow speeds. Ridden for 14 years, but last 3 years, not much because of hip replacement. So those are my 3 things that surprised me about riding a motorcycle. One, those winds almost feel like they're going to knock you over from other cars and semi-trucks, and how careless other drivers are, pulling out in front of you all the time. it's absolutely crazy. And number 3 is the bikes are a lot more stable than you think. You can ride over cracks and bumps. You may feel them, but your bike's a lot more stable than you think. Thanks for watching. Like this video for more motorcycle content. Please subscribe. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.